I wanted to share some are very near and dear to me with you guys. This is the cemetery I worked at, actually across the street. It's where all the outside burials are. But in here's the mausoleum. We're gonna speak quiet. I might not speak at all on the inside, very little bit if I do. But I've had a lot of stuff happen here. I came to work one day and there was someone standing right here, and she was like going like this with, I believe, holy water. I'm not sure. Her clothes were not nice. She was an older lady. Some of these have pictures on them. We're gonna hurry because my battery yet again is dying. Seems to always be dying. There's the middle we used to turn this on. Now, I did bury a few of these people, and I'll explain how this works. So back here and here are where they keep the letters for the names. This one's missing a lot. This one's missing a whole date. I wouldn't have let that pass when I worked here. It's raining outside, so we're not going to be able to film the actual cemetery, but there are a lot of masons here. Another reason I wanted to work here. I was very fortunate to get the job. I miss it actually. Put someone up here, I can't remember who. We would lay the body here to have kind of a small service. I would say just impeccable. Again, whenever I saw a letter missing or a number, I made sure to hurry up, run in there, get the glue and stuff, and get them put together. So now over here, this is who I buried. And you see her husband died in 1995. And God bless him for his service. He was a Navy man. She died in 2017 when I worked here. So what happens Okay, that's the crematorium over there, but okay. is a little sketch because they're huge heavy doors. Anyhow, you take these off, you take these big slats, are extremely heavy, you put them on here, you roll it, you put suction cups on them, and you put them into the wall, and you put those back on. What was really cool about this one was we took this off. Her husband's casket is in here. Well, what they both are now, but he was already in here. He had the pallbearer's gloves still on top of his casket, and his wife, we had to put rollers, so when you put the casket on, you could roll it very simply in back. Then we put the wall back together. We had a little ceremony here with the family. It was very sweet. But that's someone I remember because the look of his didn't look I do miss working here. And I would talk to these people constantly. I would say how sorry I am. But yeah, just a serene place, very beautiful. But this is what bothers me. That shouldn't be like that. That should not be like that. It's not that hard to walk to the back room and get some letters and glue. It's really not. But let's see if I'm sorry. This is not quite a paranormal channel. Oh, I think I did some over here too. Most of the burials I did were outside. However, I did do a lot of them in here too. Okay. Storage stuff. There's the bathroom. It's beautiful. This is not a paranormal channel, but let me tell you, I have some stories about this place. So that's about it for the mausoleum. Oh, one thing I did want to mention. Now, I'll go over here so I can talk a little louder. So there was a lot of weird stuff happening here. The cleaning ladies and stuff would say, let's just take a look. The cleaning ladies would say they heard stuff, and stuff would be moved, and you know, the kind of stuff the creepy stuff you hear about at a cemetery. But anyhow, I witnessed a couple things, so I was like totally gung-ho about oh, it's very slippery. I was totally gung-ho about I'm sorry, easily distracted. I was really gung-ho about trying to find out, you know, trying to get anything, any kind of sign or whatever. I got a couple, and I'll talk about that at a later video. But my boss said that he wanted to, where they heard the laughter, my boss said that my supervisor told me he wanted to put a doll on the floor and a car on the floor. where the ladies kept hearing the laughter, and see which one of them, basically which one of them was played with, just to kind of give an idea if it was a girl or a boy. But the administration didn't want that. They know that goofy stuff happens here, weird stuff. That's locked. And they just don't want that kind of publicity, and I can completely understand that. But yeah, that's the main building. We were just in the mausoleum. Right around the corner there, but attached to here, is the crematory. Images that I'll never get out of my head. I would do it again just because I have total respect. Back then I smoked cigarettes, but I didn't even, I couldn't smell like it if I was going to be near a family. When I was digging the graves, I made sure everything was absolutely perfect. When I put the family member down into the ground, I would always put my hand on the casket for just a second, just to basically tell them, you know, I'm sorry, you know, you got a lovely family here and whatever. In my head, I wouldn't say it out loud, but a lot of people respected that. There was also a time where a soldier, his cremains were being buried, and let's see who this guy is. I'll talk to this guy for a minute, and I'll tell you guys about the cremain story later, or I'll tell you now. Either way, so he was a soldier. We had his cremains in a thing. We were putting him down, and his wife called off coming. On the way there was rain and whatnot. She called off and said, you know what, please just bury him. He had no other family with him or that came for him, and me and the guys just kind of looked at each other like, are we really gonna put this soldier down just alone? It's so sad. So we sat there, we waited. The hearse pulled up with the cremains, and the hearse driver came out. We told him the story. He was like, oh my god. Way back there, I'll even bring you there at some point, but he said, do you guys mind if I sit here and I pray for this guy? And I was like, you know, if you didn't, I was going to, so please do. And we sat there and we prayed for the guy, and we told him, you know, you're very loved. I'm sorry your family couldn't make it. Thank you so very much for your service to our country. And it was very sad. There was a lot of sad moments like that, but I guess more good than bad, because we made people as comfy as we could. Alrighty, battery's dead, and we are pretty much done. I wanted to show you guys the mausoleum. I was dying to show you that. But as always, thank you again for taking this little journey with me down memory lane. I will do a part 2 of this, of the actual cemetery and some of the creepy stories that happened. But alright, thanks again, y'all, and as always, love you.